Hudson Wright, and this is my Psych and Film project. Today, we'll be taking a psychological analysis of Tetsuo Shima from the movie Akira. Akira is a movie based off of Katsuhiro Otomo's graphic novel series by the same name. It takes place in a dystopian future following the events of World War III. In this world, Tokyo was destroyed in a catastrophic explosion, leading to the construction of Neo-Tokyo. This new society is full of discourse and unrest between the citizens of the country and its failing government. In the year 2019, we are introduced to our character of focus, Tetsuo Shima. Tetsuo Shima is a 15-year-old delinquent living in the city of Neo-Tokyo. He grew up an orphan and is introduced to us as a member of the violent biker gang known as the Capsules. He is generally prone to lashing out in response to authority and tends to stay very close to his friends. The movie follows Tetsuo after he discovers he possesses special powers that lead him down a road of power-thirsty destruction. Tetsuo demonstrates symptoms most similar to borderline personality disorder. Stigma surrounding this condition stems mainly from the concern of whether it's an actual disorder and its inherent untreatability. It is likely that BPD could easily go undiagnosed in many cultures. Being a personality disorder, the sudden mood swings could be simply written off as a tumultuous nature. Throughout the movie, we see Tetsuo struggle with impulsive behaviors and intense mood swings, especially in violent interactions with his friends. We see this in the bar after he escapes the government lab, when he lashes out against Yamagata for turning against him due to Tetsuo's recent violent outbursts. Tetsuo goes from conversational to raging and continues this behavioral pattern throughout the movie. According to the DSM-5, these are two essential symptoms to BPD. Instability in interpersonal relationships is a very important one, specifically coming from a fear of abandonment. As an orphan, it's understandable that Tetsuo would struggle with this fear, in particular. Plus, after being abducted by the government and separated from everything he knows, his instability at this point would be at its highest. One behavior we don't see, however, is suicidal tendencies. While Tetsuo is persistently violent, we never see him turn against himself. The DSM-5 lists this as a pervasive inclination for those diagnosed with BPD. However, closely related to this is self-sabotage in occupation, which Tetsuo demonstrates extensively with his delinquent behavior in school. One of the most well-researched and effective treatments for BPD is dialectical behavioral therapy. This includes hour-long therapy sessions and 2 hours of team skills training on a weekly basis. DBT has a large foundation of extensive manuals for therapists to apply to their treatment. The main goal of DBT is to reduce intense emotional outbursts in response to sensitivities. Issues surrounding the application of this treatment mainly revolve around Tetsuo's resentment to authority. If he feels he does not want the treatment, he'll find a way to get out of it. Additionally, being an orphan in a crumbling society, the healthcare available to Tetsuo is likely very limited outside of what may be provided by his educational institution and emergency services. I will not say that Akira's depiction of BPD is incredibly accurate to what we understand it to be today. While Tetsuo certainly fits the bill of someone who would struggle with this condition, I feel Otomo's goal was to depict someone driven mad with power rather than a specific disorder. Media's depiction of psychological conditions varies greatly in accuracy. In some cases, we are given a deeper insight into the minds of individuals afflicted with such infirmities, while in others, we're simply shown a madman who only serves the purpose of further alienation. When it comes to writing characters like this, it is important to understand that mental illness is a very real issue that we are working tirelessly to treat. It isn't simply another plot device that we can use to villainize the antagonist.